From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. Coming up this hour, we have a performance and interview with Chicago-based producer and keyboardist C3zr. His unique sound includes elements of electronic music, pop, and R&B. We will hear some singles from him, along with some performed live in Studio A. And C3zr will tell us about how he found his love for music at a very young age.
One of the frequent patterns my preschool teacher would notice was that I'd always have a habit of sleeping right next to, back in the day, the big boombox radios. I would just follow it, so I think that was a sign to him and my parents, like, I think he's just trying to follow where the music goes.
C3zr, coming up this hour on Sessions from Studio A.
Under the bluest skies, sun kiss the clouds go by.
Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, and our guest this week is C3zr. We'll hear a genre-blending mix of singles and live recordings from our session in Studio A. I'll also talk with C3zr later on, but first, we have a lot of great music for you tonight. This first song actually will be released next week, but we are getting a special early listen. It's C3zr performing Not Over You, live on Sessions from Studio A.
Something keeps holding you back. You know that feeling when you're trying to leave and something keeps holding you back. You know that feeling when you're trying to leave and something keeps holding you back. You know that feeling when you're trying to leave and something keeps holding you back. Listen, I wanna live, but I'm not over you. And you can see that life gets better with two. And again, I wanna live, but I'm not over you. And you can see that life gets better with two. When alone, ever think on what we could have been? Till your lives grew greater than the Big Bang. I wanna leave, but I'm not over you. And you can see that life gets better with two. You moved on, found new love, but feel haunted high. All your lie slip by like a riptide with a reckless abandon. I wanna leave, but I'm not over you. And you can see that life gets better with two. I wanna leave. You know that feeling when you're trying to leave and something keeps holding you back. You know that feeling when you're trying to leave and something keeps holding you back. This hurting may endure for a night, only for a night though. This hurting may endure for a night, only for one night though. This hurting may endure for a night, only for a night though. Only for a night though. Only for a night though. This hurting may endure for a night, only for a night though. This hurting may endure for a night, only for a night though. This hurting may endure for a night, only for a night though. Only for a night though. Consider this your affirmation that you need on the daily. Consider this your reminder that you listen to when you going on your path. Let's go. Hey. Hold on. The wait feels long. Hold on. The wait feels long. Where will your story end? Doubts in your head, thinking about where you should be. Where will your story end? Up like your friends, living that supple suburban dream. Hold on, the wait feels long. Hold on, the wait feels long. Naysayers and doubters get in your head, tell you you're not where you should be. Comparing your path with theirs, thinking that you should have given up on your dreams by now. Hold on, the wait feels long. Hold on, the wait feels long.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard C3zr performing live here in the studio with us. And I'm here now with C3zr, Pino, and the band. Thanks for coming out to DeKalb today.
Thank you for inviting us.
To start off, can you introduce us to the lineup joining you for the set here today, C3zr?
Absolutely. So on my left, I have Travis Percy, who is an amazing vocalist and voice. Of golden artists. He is a man of many talents, a really great friend. And on my right, I have Christian Esparza, killing it on the drums. Also a really great friend too. And I'm lucky to have them both with me today in the studio, performing the set.
Awesome. And our bassist couldn't join us, but
That's
let's
right.
give him a shout out
Absolutely. Fox. And so his first name is Rowan, but his nickname, he goes by Fox. Last name Angus, as in Angus Burger. And so, but he's a really killer bass player, graduated from U of I. So he's like probably the youngest cat in the group. He's 23, and he's an amazing friend too.
So you kind of have an eclectic mix of all kinds of styles going on today, from sort of jazz to like hip-hop influences, electronic influences. So let's get a little of your musical background here, C3zr. Take us back. How did you first start playing keys and getting into music in the first place? Take us back.
Well, I probably would say it takes us back all the way to, maybe the late 90s, because that's when I think it starts when I was in preschool. And during our nap time, one of the frequent patterns my preschool teacher would notice was that I'd always have a habit of sleeping right next to, back in the day, the big boombox radios. Everywhere he would place the radio, I would just follow it, and I'd place my cot right next to it. So I think that was a sign to him and my parents, like, I think he's just trying to follow where the music goes, and quickly after that, my folks signed me up for piano lessons, and I think I was around like maybe 5 or 6 years old when I took lessons, and it just started from there. I've been taking lessons ever since then. Took a little break though during high school. As a kid, into like the video game phase and the Pokemon phase, all that, right? But, I just got back into it. I think it was hearing, this is a throwback. It was 2010, hearing B.O.B.'s "Nothing on You" with Bruno Mars. And I just fell in love with that piano, the piano phrasing in there. And it got my attention. And after that, came college. I went to Northeastern Illinois University, so NEIU, it opened my world to like the world of jazz. I did big band there. We went to the Beijing International Jazz Festival my sophomore year.
Oh, wow.
It was fun. It was a great experience for me. And of course, aside from that, I was balancing my classical studies, so I got best of both worlds. And shortly after I went for my master's in continuing music education. I fell into this world of like the EDM and dance, electronic. That's where I got exposed from Daft Punk, who I've been listening to them religiously, to K3zr. And so I got more into like that dance in the pocket vibe. So I feel like my tastes have been just everywhere. I try to be as diverse as I can, really open my ears, listen to as much as I can.
So I'm curious what that's like, taking these songs that are kind of electronic and then bringing in that live instrumentation aspect. Talk a little bit about that.
I think it's the most fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Because you write the song and record it, for streaming purposes, and then you put it on the shelf and you're like, here, world, this is one version of the song. And then when we get to do it live, it's almost like we have this cool chance to give each song a fresh, new wind.
Yeah. Well, like today when we were doing "Not Over You," when you listen to the track, the EP, obviously we're doing some more, adding some more plugins in there, and I think with that it gives it more of a nice, I don't want to say it's synthetic, but it gives it more of like an electronic sound. Yeah. But with this and the live, actually Travis and I were discussing earlier, is like, what, let's maybe change things up a bit, and maybe even bring it more laid back, and then we can kind of find our little funk in there too, kind of give it a cool little groove. But yeah, like today, it was just, we only practiced that maybe once before, and we just went with it, and it turned out really well. So
Yeah.
I feel like there's always cool possibilities. And then also Jamal Damien, I'll give him a shout out, amazing trumpet player.
Great.
He also adds a lot of his own snippets and phrasing in the track too. So like there's also a possibility we can have like a horn section even, you know. I mean, you can really go beyond, you know, and so
Yeah.
sky's the limit. I try to challenge myself in terms of getting the right sound I want. For example, like what you heard today, you know, it's a little mix of everything, you know, like starting off with Travis's Hold On and Not Over You. What I'm usually doing on my end is just kind of working with like LFOs and my frequencies for like synths, getting a nice crisp synth sound that I'm trying to look for to give it kind of a nice electronic kind of vibe, a little even psychedelic maybe too. And like for Christian, for example, like what he's doing the drums is a very like laid back, almost you can say a Jay Dilla sort of beat, you know, in the pocket, nice, very laid back. Doesn't have to be like, you know, like always on time. It just slightly, I mean, you know, and then of course even then with Fox, as he adds his bass part, it's sort of the same direction as well. And so all in all, we're just trying to really give Travis a lot of the space he needs while we're still just in the pocket, we're still grooving. But that's another thing too, is like, you know, for future, you know, shows, presentations and gigs, you know, I'd like to start even implementing more with the drum machine itself. And that's where I was saying like a Daft Punk vibe as well. I feel like we can really, you know, even expand on that, explore in that as well, and even have both the drum machine and a drum kit too. And so, yeah, I think I'm just really trying to just go beyond my boundaries and trying to see, you know, staying creative and seeing what else I can reach for.
You're hearing my talk with C3zr on Sessions from Studio A. You can find more music from him streaming on Apple Music and Spotify, and he's on Instagram at C3zr Music. C3zr is spelled C3zr. And stay with us, we'll be right back with more music here on Sessions from Studio A. Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. If you're just joining us, our guest is Chicago-based producer and keyboardist C3zr. Let's keep the music going with another one recorded live here at WNIJ's Studio A. This is called Manhattan Beach, and you're hearing it here on Sessions from Studio A.
La 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 la.
I'm wondering what the writing process and production process is like for you with the studio versions of the song. What's it look like when you're writing a new song, C3zr?
Man, that's a really good question. I feel like, most of my songs started when I was just like the bedroom, the producer in the bedroom, just working on Ableton, finding my loops here and there, my samples, and of course just my keyboard. But I think the nice thing about collaborating with various artists, and I'll pick on Travis in this case, is that like when we met, I like to play a lot of my ideas for Travis and say, hey, like what do you think of this chord progression? I'll play it for him, and then I'm always mind blown because here he is just already like singing. I mean, lyrics I've never heard before, and it's like he already knows what's the story about, And I'll let Travis even go in more about that too.
It's such a cool collaborative process, writing a song. Well, it can be collaborative. In this case, it is.
Yeah.
And I can't say it ever happens one way consistently, right? Like we've written a number of tracks together, and often for me as a singer-songwriter, I start with melody and then shape chords around that, and then lyrics catch up afterward.
Gotcha, yeah.
One interesting thing about some of the tunes y'all are hearing here is these songs came together in record time.
They did.
And that's so funny because there are other songs that take forever to write. And I think it's because sometimes we have to go out and live the thing to fully articulate and express that into a song. Because I realize, like, sometimes I don't know if you can relate. Like, sometimes I'll write a song. Maybe you'll write a song. And you're like, okay, it's like 95% of the way there, but there's missing something.
Yes.
And I've learned that sometimes it's like, oh, gotta get out and live.
You had to go through something.
Because art
maybe.
imitates life. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, and we discussed this too. I feel like we're as perfectionists. I feel like there's always something you can still add. But again, it's just a nice collaborative effort. I like to approach musicians and artists as like, what I'm showing you is merely just a reference, but really you have the power to just go beyond, experiment, and it's a fun process.
C3zr, performing Wasabi live in WNIJ's Studio A. It's time for another short break, but we will be right back with more music from C3zr, including some of his recent singles he's put out on Spotify and Apple Music, and we'll hear about some upcoming plans for him and his new record. Stay with us for more music tonight, here on Sessions from Studio A.
La, 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 la.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A with C3zr. You can find his music on all the usual streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, and he's on Instagram at C3zr Music, with C3zr spelled C3zr. We're going to hear some of his singles now, starting with this most recent one he released just this past September. It features vocalist Afani Ellsworth. It's titled BBB. It's C3zr on Sessions from Studio A.
Bell bottoms up, hugging her hips. Brown matte lipstick, got all on her lips. Look at her locks, bitch sway when she's strutting. D is the baddest bitch, can't tell her nothing. East side goddess, keep it real, never frontin'. True to my heart, so my time be coming. Bums wanna race when I already wantin'. My work will speak when it's all said and done. Bottoms that fit her shape like that. Ooh, such a sight. Make 'em lose their mind. Ooh, you don't know what you got yourself into. Once you die, there's a much of time. Walks like a, talks like a, ooh, feels so nice when she meets your eye. You don't know what you got yourself into. Once you die, there's a much of time. Blue belt bottoms holding her hip. She got gluey goo gloss on her soft little lip. She got a milky moonshine to her forehead. Slick back bun, black boys, they adore it. Yeah, pure soul pushing a pin passionately. Eats it up, everything, extravagantly. She put it all on the line for her purpose. Prophesizing proper importance. She wants the power, she wants the bling. She deserves all of the finer things. Civilian sea feet flying free. Cheering on her journey. One win for feet, feeds the community. And she can see the vision with acuity. Slaying scenes evolving beautifully. Them can't go on, God never do it like we are. Bottoms that fit her shape like that. Ooh, such a sight. Make 'em lose their mind. You don't know what you got yourself into. Once you die, there's a much of time. Walks like a, talks like a, ooh, feels so nice when she meets your eye. You don't know what you got yourself into. Once you die, there's a much of time. There's a much of time. Ooh, yeah. Brown brim body, honey dipped magnetic. She got a voice that can stop traffic. Divine drip, she is not average. They like to protect with their baggage. She blocks it out, she will not have it. She's what you call a sensitive savage. She's destined for all that's lavish. Brown brim body, honey dipped magnetic. She got a voice that can stop traffic. Divine drip, she is not average. They like to protect with their baggage. She blocks it out, she will not have it. She's what you call a sensitive savage. She's destined for all that's lavish.
it's time for me to go. There's something you must know. Ooh, it's time for you to know. There's one last thing I need to do. It's tell you that I loved you. I loved you. I loved you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I loved you. I loved you. I loved you. I loved you. Hear me out. I'm not really proud, but have no doubt I was glad to know you. I'm going with the flow, gonna groove to my own tune now. Can't do it, stop and go. Oh, 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 chasing something intangible. Can we go back to the time? Ooh, and you were never mine. Can we go back to the time? Ooh, and you were never mine.
Tell us what is coming up for you, C3zr, in the next few months. What is coming up on the horizon for you?
So, a lot of great things happening soon. One of the big things is releasing this whole project, the first EP that's entitled Round Voyage, that features all these amazing musicians. And I'm just excited to release the full EP. You know, I feel like we've had some of these tracks like waiting for maybe almost like close to half a year to a year. And so I'm just like, we're already like, you know what, I want to just give these, spread them out, you know, and
Awesome.
let everyone listen. So yeah, I'm excited.
Tell us about this new EP coming out then. That's exciting.
Yeah, so like, as you know, the EP, it features a lot of diverse artists, and just to give them a shout out too. So aside from Travis, we have Afani, Paulo Apuli, who is an amazing guitar player too. He sings on the track Together, and he comes from a blues background. Jamal Damien, Isaiah, and Isaiah also plays. Sometimes I have other musicians, session musicians, who are just really just killer cats. I mean, he comes on the bass in a few of the tunes. I also have Jamal Damien on trumpet. So it features, I'm telling you, it's a full project that features some of the best Chicago musicians I've collaborated with. And again, I think my goal is to have the listener feel like they're just sitting down as they're listening, standing, whatever, and they're just embracing, you know, like finding on this journey, and thus the title called Round Voyage, almost like an odyssey, like they're going through all over, and they're just seeing different aspects, I mean, different sort of genres, like mixing together from electronic, funk, R&B, yeah. So it's literally, I mean, maybe, I don't know if it's cliche saying it's like a roller coaster ride, but it's a journey, you know? So I'm excited, and I think it's going to turn out really well, and excited for the listeners to fully embrace it.
Yeah. Tell people where they can check that out once it's released, and where they can find more from you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it'll be released on all media platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer. Is it still called Deezer? So many platforms now.
Yeah.
Google Play. But yeah, I mean, mostly in those platforms, and on my IG, C3zr music, and yeah.
That's right. We forgot to mention it is C3zr is stylized C3zr.
C3zr.
So folks, they can find you on streaming C3zr C3zr. And C3zr, thanks so much for coming out to DeKalb, playing with us in Studio A. Thank you to everybody. You're hearing my talk with C3zr on Sessions from Studio A. That new album comes out at the beginning of next year, 2024, but we have a song from that here for you today. It's featuring Paulo Apuli. This is Together. It's C3zr on Sessions from Studio A.
Under the bluest skies, sun kiss the clouds go by. Not one worry on my mind. Feeling free, feeling high. Watching all the ships go by. Then I see you there, a flower in your hair. What makes a better pair than we? Just like a dream, happy as can be. We belong together, there's nothing better. All I wanna do, wanna be with you. We belong together, there's nothing better. You make me feel brand under a diamond night, stars shoot across the sky, and I wonder what it's like when you're inside. I'm feeling right, baby, you're my guiding light. And then you say to me, darling, don't you see, not everything in life's a mystery. When you're here with me, there's nothing more I need. We belong together, there's nothing better. All I wanna do, wanna be with you. We belong together, there's nothing better. You make me feel brand new. We belong together, there's nothing better. All I wanna do, wanna be with you. We belong together, there's nothing better. You make me feel brand new.
C3zr with Meadows. You can find that one on his EP Cosmic Point Volume 2, out on Apple Music and Spotify. That one will bring an end to our show this week with C3zr. Thanks so much to him and the band for joining us, and to you for listening in on this episode of Sessions from Studio A. Keep up with C3zr on social media. He's on Facebook and Instagram at C3zr Music, C3zr spelled C3zr, and be on the lookout for that new EP coming out next year. Check out behind-the-scenes video of C3zr performing live in WNIJ's Studio A by going to WNIJ.org and clicking on Sessions from Studio A under the Music tab. If you are a local artist and you'd like to be featured on our show, send us a submission by emailing sessions@niu.edu. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios by yours truly, along with Mike Lundgren and Ethan Patterson. I'm Spencer Tritz. Thanks so much for joining me this week, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.